Welcome to the Multiplication Minute. I'm Sean Hershey. Last week we talked about the fact that discipleship is the key to kingdom multiplication. That Jesus didn't just send us out to be disciples, He sent us out to make disciples. And this week we want to continue talking about discipleship. Because as we become like Jesus, we become disciple makers. The question is, as we make disciples, what kind of disciples are we making? Now, ultimately, when you become a disciple, you become a copy of your master. So people who are our disciples or our followers are ultimately going to become like us. But even more important than that, they need to become like Jesus. So as we become like Jesus in our character, and as we become disciple makers, then the people who follow us will also grow in their character, but also become disciple makers. Because total Christ-likeness is really the goal of discipleship. You know, Paul knew this, and that's why he told Timothy, the things that you've heard from me, teach to other faithful men who will be able to teach others also. Now, there's 4 generations there in that scripture: Paul, Timothy, Timothy's followers, and the followers of his followers. So Paul was trying to tell him, hey, this is about discipleship. It's about pouring into others who will pour into others also. So the question is, as we're making disciples, are we getting people only to become our followers? Or are we making the kinds of disciples who will make other disciples also? Because having faithful followers is great, but if we're not making people who are disciples who make disciples, then ultimately we're going to cripple kingdom multiplication. So for more application, make sure to download the show notes for the scriptures, and make sure to subscribe in your podcast app or to the email, and make sure and share this with 2 of your friends. Thanks, and may God bless you as you multiply the kingdom wherever you are.